It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. It is Thursday, August 7th, 2025, and I'm here in the studio with my fabulous assistant, Eva. Hello, Eva. And we have a whole bunch of awesome fabrics and things to show you tonight. Whew. So we're just going to make sure that everybody's connected and you can see us and hear us and all that good stuff. And then we'll get started. So make sure you let us know. Tell us who you are and where, well, we can see who you are. Make sure you let us know that you're watching. And oh my goodness, so we have hello, hello, hello. Yay, it's Thursday. Hello from North Carolina. Hello from Vegas. Ooh, it's 110 in Vegas. Hello, and hi Sherry, hi Lori, hi Bobby, hi Joe, hi Elle, hi Cindy, hi Barb, hi Jerry, Chris, everyone. So delightful to see all of you. So it looks like we are working on all cylinders, and I think it's time for a fun show. So last week we had a really fun show where we had some gifties from Andover. And so today I forgot to grab them in front of me. I'll grab them during the middle of the show. However, we have two amazing prizes from our friends over at Clover. Ooh, fun things from Clover. So one prize will be awarded to someone who places an order tonight, and one prize will be awarded to just someone who likes, comments, all that fun stuff. So make sure you participate by commenting and liking and sharing so that you have an opportunity to win. All right, and then we'll show you what those prizes are later in the show. So we are going to start off with our bundle of the week. Woo, bundle of the week. So our bundle of the week is super fun. We came up with it today, and it is curated by our newest team member, Sherry. Welcome, Sherry. I'm sure you'll be seeing more of Sherry, and many of you know Sherry. And ooh, I'm going to lay them out while you adjust our focus color up there. So if you can touch it while we're doing this. So it's a lovely neutral palette here, but not quite as bright as what you are initially. Here we go. Fabulous. That's better. All right, so I'm just going to lay this out here. And so this is gorgeous. And there's just even a titch of gold metallic on this one, which I love, love, love. It is Dwell in Possibility by Emily Dickinson. I love this fabric. And then there's a quote from Louisa May Alcott and some Laura Ingalls Wilder. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sentiments. And you know me, I love my words. And this piece here, this is a fabulous piece. It's a Figo piece. And it is what is it called, Eva?
Memories?
Memories. Okay, so we have suitcases and ice cream cones and typewriters, and oh, this is just so fun. So, you know, you're going to want to scoop up the bundle, and there's cards. Scoop up the bundle. You can also pick up some extra things there. Now, one note that I do want to share with you about this week. So we've had so much fabric come in, but it came in late. So can you push it up just a titch so that we can see the bees? Look at those bees. Those are super fun. So it came late, and so not everything is online. So I know, remember I told you that there's now a page for every single show? Well, that's kind of true, except for the fact that the page isn't finished, arg. So we'll be filling in this page with all the collections that I'm showing you. However, this bundle of the week is online, and it is part of the collection here. It's called the Neutral Low Volume Bundle of the Week. I'll connect that link to it. It is 12 amazing fat quarters for the fabulous price of $24.99. So, and then this gorgeous piece of fabric here, which I had not linked to it because this is just super fun. I'm going to link it. And this is a great, great price. So, I mean, all of our things that we have in our bundles of the week are typically always good values. But this one here is a super great value because it is, if you buy yardage, this one's $6.96 a yard. So, oh, it's so exciting to see all sorts of people coming on watching live. So Jean and Mary and Lori and Pat, Patty, Nina, Eileen, thanks so much for tuning in today. All right, so we will look at this again at the end of the day, and we hope that you enjoy our bundle of the week. All right, so next up, we are going to talk about the much anticipated Nantucket Summer. I know, we've been waiting so long for this line. So very, very, very few lines are reprinted in full by Moda. And this particular fabric line it is Camille Ross Kelly's first breakout line, which was separate from her Bonnie and Camille with the lines that she had done with her mother. And this is a crisp blue and white with a touch of green and is so, so lovely. We are waiting on the wide backs. We are also waiting on the collector tins. However, the yardage just came in today. We have a little bit of backup yardage coming. Our bundles aren't ready yet, but we want to make sure that if you are looking for it, you know we have it, as well as please, please, please let us know. Chime in the comments, send us a message. I need to know how many bundles I need to be making. Also, if you were looking for one of those collector tins, which has mini charms and all sorts of really fun stuff, make sure to put your name in or make sure to sign up for that, because we have a few of those left and we know they're going to go quick. Okay, so Eva, let's take a peek at we're going to look at the yardage first, okay? So for the Nantucket Summer, we're going to put this over to the side so that they don't see that. And we'll start with the lights here. And we have a lot of fabric here. So we'll fan it out and so you can see it. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Making sure you can see it in the right position. Great. Oh, so lovely. And, you know, you can use it together or you can use it just, you know, with one color story. I'm also super excited about the cheater panel that I'm going to show you that we have the yardage. We got bolts and bolts of this one because it's super yummy. All right. And then we'll move on to the, what do we think? Yeah. The denims. So Frank cut these first cuts off the bolt today. Yay, Frank. Just going to check our comments here. So how many of you have been waiting for this line? Ooh, yay. I know Cindy. Cindy's super excited for Nantucket Summer. She's been waiting, 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 and we're so excited that it's finally coming. And we have some mini charms that will be coming as well that aren't quite here yet. And then we can sneak that forward, yep. And then we'll add in the greens. So there are 32 fabrics, I believe, in this line. We have all of them here, and we will be putting together bundles. Let us know if you had your eyes on a bundle. We would want to make sure that we cut enough, but not too many, all that good stuff. And then we also have in stock the jellies, the charms, the layers. We might have showed these last week, maybe. No, we didn't. No. And then the minis are still coming. We have a few patterns. So we have the Sand and Sea back in stock. The Hideaway, which is a layer cake friendly. Flower Girl. Oh, I like this one. And Coastal. This one is really nice and easy. I think this one uses the charm packs, and you can use a layer cake, but I think you're cutting them into 5-inch squares so that you can just add your connector corners to them. And so you could just buy 85 charm packs in order to do that. And then I'm really excited that the box kit is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous pattern here. So what's in the box kit? Let's take a peek. Ooh. So it is Darling is the name of the pattern. And this is just the blue and white, so you're not having any of the green in this one. And this would be available separately, but why would you want to get it separately when you could just get this really fun box kit with everything that you need? But you know, the best part of these box kits are these super cool collector boxes. And when we do ship them out, we do our best to protect them so that you can save the box. So the kit is $139.99, and the kit finishes 68 by 78. You will need 4.5 yards of regular backing. However, if you had wanted to use the, I guess you would have to 4.5 of that. Oh, you might have to use the same amount, but I think that this one will be really fun. And then we're also waiting on the wide backs. So we're going to tuck that away. I'm also going to show you here the super cool this here. Isn't this amazing? So this would be a great back. It would be a great duvet cover. It would be a great just cheater quilt. It would be a great quilted jacket. It would be a great shower curtain. Did I say shower curtain already? She doesn't know. You could make them into pillows. You could practice your quilting. So this is 60 inches wide. And isn't that fun? It's so fun. I think it's so fun. And the way that it's put together, you absolutely could, you know, we're going to cut this just like yardage. So if you had wanted so many rows or whatever, you'll have to just buy yardage, make sure that we accommodate it. But it came like this, so we are literally selling it as cut yardage. But you could very carefully wallpaper piece this so that you don't have, so that you can make it look like there's no seams, okay? And I would do that by positioning it next to the sashing or something. So that would be really, really fun. And if we look at it overhead, I didn't really have a close look at it, but it looks like it is 1, 2, 3, no, 4. So 1, let's look for the repeat here. 5, 6. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5 rows that are before the repeat. I don't know that we can see it underneath here. But anyhow, lots of really nice, fun options, and love, love, love this. Yes, Flo, the 60-inch wide fabric is fabulous, and it is $15.04 a yard. I know that's a really random number, but it is going with the divisible by 8, so that is why it is that number. Okay, I am not plugged in here, so overhead. We want to make sure we're plugged in overhead so we don't lose everybody. So I just need to quick plug it in. Oops. So here we go. Good thing we saw this before we lost everybody. That would be bad. Okay. So, yay, we're plugged in. You know, it's live. You never know what's going to happen when you come and hang out with us. Never, ever know. So I hope you love, love, love this. Oh, Betty would love to make a quilt out of this. And yes, Barbara, it just came in today and we are putting that together, but it should be actually ready tomorrow. So that should be fine for you. But the orange isn't in yet. So that's why I didn't call you yet. I just remembered why I didn't call you yet, because your orange isn't in. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And yes, if you missed it the first time, it's here now. Okay. So next up, we are going to take a peek at Cooper Construction. So Cooper Construction, we have one of those cheater quilts behind us that is digital sample. This is a Patrick Lose line, and this is one of those collections that doesn't quite exist yet in our system. So you are getting a teaser sneak peek before anybody else, and it will be included on our show page as soon as we're able to make that happen. So the plan is that after the show, we're going to be making all of the collections live that aren't already live. So let's take a peek at the pieces. So this is just a super fun collection, nice and sweet and small. It is 10 pieces, and we have it here. So 10 beautiful pieces. Let's take a peek at this one. So you have the construction trucks. You have one a little bit larger, and we can see the scale here. And then we have this one that is tossed. So if you're going to be doing pillowcases or such, maybe the smaller tossed one is more appropriate for that. But this is super cool. You could also use this like a panel in the center of a quilt. And then if we look at these other pieces, so this is like that steel plate, fun shape. I love this, like the tape, nice little background, some signs, some tools. This little guy reminds me of Bob the Builder. Bob the Builder. And that little spackled background. So 10 in there. We have it in a fat quarter and half-yard bundle. Not quite available for sale this instant, but we will have it available shortly. And there is the pattern inspiration that I have is the fun image that I have behind, how you could even just take, pieces, key pieces, frame them out, or you could put some connector corners on them, or you could do a spiky and peak guy on here, all sorts of fun options. So, and then this is just stripes, but it is featured with that construction tape. So it could either look like, oh, these are cones. These are cones, right? We have our cones and our stop signs and our caution tape. Ha! All right. I need to look at what's hanging behind me. So that one's super fun. I hope you enjoy that. And I think that it is really great little boy fabric. Really great construction fabric. Okay. Next up, we are going to talk about Hello Autumn. So Hello Autumn is a Mac Hour UK line, and it's so sweet. So Mac Hour UK is the British division of Andover Fabrics. And so we're going to peek overhead, and Eva is going to be showing us these fabrics, and then we will more specifically look at some of the focus pieces. And you have owls, and you have foxes, and you have leaves, and nice texture. Oh, that flower is really cool. And these owls, we're just going to take a moment to look at the owls quick before we do that. See, look at those cool owls. They're super cute. And the leaves, and the foxes, and pumpkins. So, and then this all over here. Oh my gosh. And once again, Hello Autumn. This one will be online shortly. And we took pictures of the collection so we can do all that good stuff. So wish me all of the coffee tonight to make that all happen. Pumpkins. And then this, I think I love this tiny little calico flower here. I mean, like if I was making tiny doll clothes, I would be all over this. I mean, oh, so cute. And so that's available here, here, and here. And then you have this great leaf and then this great stripe. I love the stripe. So that is Hello Autumn, and that is going to be online shortly. And once again, for those of you joining late, we will be adding all of the collections that we're showing you to our show page, even though they're not on there right now. All right. What do we got next? We have this super fun line from Camelot called Penguin Party. And Penguin Party, I think when we got these in, there may or may not be an issue with the panel. I can't remember. It's super cute. We're going to look at it. I think there's a problem and that I was supposed to do something about it. But it's really cute and we have to look at it. Don't you think? Yes. Penguin Party by Pam Vale. I don't know. I don't see a problem.
I like it.
Maybe we just haven't done it yet, so that was why it was there. That could be. She's nodding. So what we did, so this collection, Eva's going to help me hold this up. So let's see. Okay. There's 4, so we'll hold 2 at a time. Okay, come in screen here. Can we see it? So we have Keeping It Chill, so Snow Much Fun, and then let's lift it up. We have a Shake Your Flakes and a Snow Day. So that is super cool. There must be some pattern inspiration that goes along with this that is really cool. And we have a border stripe and some really great fabrics that go with this one. So super fun. I could see this being as a really great center of a quilt. We could use it for pillows. We could have 4 different wall hangings. You could, well, you know what could also be fun is that if you make like little treat bags, here we go, you can just let that go. There, Eva. Okay, so, and let gravity do its trick. So with the treat bags, like if you want to just make little tote bags, which we'll talk about a little later, for gift giving. So many times it's, I hear people are making either pillowcases for their gift bags or something, you know, because we want to be a little bit greener, as well as, you know, gift bags aren't cheap. And so why not make something that's also a present for the gift bag that can be reused for other purposes. So we're going to take a peek overhead at this collection, and this one will spread it out just a little bit more. So you have some really fun pom-poms here, and then, oh my gosh, you have to open this one up. So we have some more pom-poms, and then we have our stacked, just throw that over the whole thing here, some stacked penguins. So cute. Look at these little guys. And then we have these walking penguins on a background. So cute. Smushy, smushy, so cute. And then this stripe, which we included in the bundle. And then there's also this one. Do you want to flick the screen here? Thank you. All right. So this one here is super cute. Isn't that adorable? And I was just meeting with one of my reps, and she was talking about a really fun bench pillow pattern that uses just like 2 strips of a border print. So we need to look at this to see what we can do. But this particular border strip is a little bit different because it doesn't go length of fabric, it goes width of fabric. So it's kind of fun. You also could treat this like a panel for the center of a quilt and just frame around it. So super fun. You also could just simply fussy cut out motifs for block squares. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 fabrics in our bundle. The 12th fabric is this border. I didn't want to put that in our fat stack because I didn't quite think it went. And then the fun panel. So we'll have a little bit more inspiration for that, and that will be under Penguin Party in the page. Super, super fun. Next up, we have Prairie Gatherings, and we have just the pre-cuts for this. So that means that we're getting the yardage. So we have the layer cakes and the charm packs of Lisa's new collection. So this is going to just be, oh, I mean, another super, super yummy collection. Did you know that fabric was yummy, Eva? Eva was not aware that fabric was yummy, but she is learning really, really quick that it is.
Yes,
All right, so I'm going to have you fan underneath there so you can see that it is, you have some reds and grays and blues, reds. So it's sort of Americana, but yet it's not, because, so it depends on how you use it, but this is really exciting and I can't wait to get it in. So we have the 5-inch squares and 10-inch layers here now, and then we'll be getting the yardage soon. And that is live on the site right now. Next up, we are going to talk about the, oh yes, and Mary thinks that fabric is definitely yummy. So the next up, we are going to talk about a fun canvas tote bag. So Tammy was at a retreat. Tammy's one of our friends of Patchworks and viewers, and part of the Quilty Team alumni. And when she was on retreat, she had gone ahead and stitched up the So Spooky canvas tote bag. She used a little bit of cotton webbing in addition to the strapping that was in here, and she did line it. I'll show you that. But this is so fun. So with the straps that came with it, it would hang, I'm going to walk back, it would hang this low. Okay, so I'm a little short, but you can see it would hang low. If you had wanted it to be shorter, you could hang it a little higher. This So Spooky would also be super cute as a pillow. We're going to look overhead here and see a little bit more of the detail, and I love, love, love this. So this is like, you know, instead of your Singer machine, you have your spider, and then you have your little bat pins. Oh, you can't see that. Your little bat pins, okay? And then Mr. Bones sews. He's sitting on a spool of thread. We have, I really want to have these witch pins. Those would be cute. And then we have the ghost, the bat, and the witch pin, and a little pin cushion. And then you have the little spooky ghost-like thimble. And then you have the black raven stork scissors. And then you have the bat-like scissors. Really, really fun. And then here is your seam ripper. So this is printed on a really nice canvas. And then on the inside, she used this really fun lining fabric. This is a little bit spookier, so don't be super spooked out. But the web is knitted here. And so this is from, I believe, Ray Hauer's latest collection. So one of our many fun Halloween fabrics that we have in the store. I don't think I put this one in the collection quite yet, so you'll want to make sure that you grab it, and I'll also tag it to go on our page. And this is the Mr. Bones Sews canvas tote panel if you needed it right now. And it is $10.49, which is a really great value. I would go ahead and grab a yard of any other fabric so that you could have it lined. And then the other really fun thing in here is that there is 3 amazing quilt labels. So let's take a peek at those. You know, and after I know I showed this a few weeks ago before we were thinking about Halloween, but now that we're kind of thinking about Halloween, this is just gonna fly. So, our labels, made by. I worked my fingers to the bone making this for you. Stitched by. It's spooky how long this took to make. Stitched by and for, and then made by. So, this is Mr. Bones Sews by Kimberly Pierce-Moore for Figo. And it's so cute. And it does have a boxed bottom, and if you had wanted to, I'm sure you could turn this into a pillow or something else you desire. And we have coordinating fabric to go along with it. Thank you so much, Tammy, for sharing this with us. And we're just going to have to sell this quick so that we get it back to Tammy because, you know, it's getting to be that spooky season where you need to use your spooky tote bag all the time. I like this. Barb said, no more fabric this year, but penguin party. All right. Okay. So, you wish the pumpkin was a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, that would be fun. Okay, so next up, we have a few extra pieces from, back of a jacket. Yeah, Sherry, that'd be a great idea for that. On the page, we wanted to share that we got in a few more fun sale fabrics. These are from P&B, and they're fun. They're winter. They're cute. So, show that one last. That one's not as fun. Okay. Eva's deciding the order of the fabric because of just, you know. So more penguins, Barb, more penguins. So this is from the Winter Waddles collection. And we have ice skating penguins. And then we have penguins and polar bears and deer, reindeer, all making snow angels. Super cute. Then we have some fun penguins in stockings, and these are all $8.96 a yard, which is super fun. And then this one here, because we need some words, so this is Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. This is unrelated, but for our music friends, this is a great note, toss notes on fabric, on red fabric. And then we have an unrelated, but very exciting, leopard print. Woohoo! So, Burl, if you're watching, this is for you. I got more leopard print. So these are all $8.96 a yard. I posted them at the bottom of our show page, and you will also see them in our stuffed sale room, our back room full of value fabrics. Very stuffed, which is just very fun. All right, so I was so worried that I had so much to show you that I was like going so quick. So I have a couple more things that I want to share with you, and we're going to see if we can make this happen because it is just really, really fun. And so Eva, I think, can you bring over a few of the things that were inside that box? So we're not going to show you the whole collection because we're going to talk more about it next week. But we're super excited because we've got this really great Clothworks collection, and it is camping themed. So, you know, maybe it's a little too late to make it still for all of your camping adventures this year, but we will see what we're going to do. And you know what? I think what we're going to do, Eva, I think we are going to, do you think I should just come on over? I should just come on over. We can bring them this way. Bring them this way. Bring them this way. All right. So we're going to do the work here. It just was too big of a box for us to do a box opening. So, oh my gosh, these are so awesome. Do you want to open this one here? Okay, so we're going to open bolts of fabric together, and then we're going to take a peek at them. So this is Yummy, Yummy Flannel. This is from Dan DePaulo. Dan DePaulo is a Wisconsin fabric designer, and let's take a peek overhead. So, good times, great adventure. Life is better when you're camping on top of mountains and under stars. You have those retro campers going on here. Mountains in the background. You know, we don't have mountains, but it's still fun.
That's okay.
Living the dream at the lake. Adventure awaits. Put on your boots and start hiking. Just think outside. No box required. The mountains are calling. Welcome to our neck of the woods. This is our happy place. Lakeside boat rental. If it floats, we have it. I mean, really, this is just so nice, and this feels really, really great. So this will be online shortly as well, and we will be talking about this in more detail next week, because this one arrived too late for us to even get it all out of the box. Whew, lots of fun stuff coming in. What do you think? So, oops. Let me see here. So anyhow, aren't those beautiful? They are so beautiful. All right. Well, does anybody have any questions for us tonight? We saw all sorts of really fun stuff, right? So many fun fabrics. So many fun fabrics. We're going to do a recap with our bundle of the week, and make sure that you have commented and liked stuff, because we have a few fun things that we'll be giving away from Clover, which is really fun. We are going to do a quick recap here of the fun neutral bundle of the week that we have. I'll have Eva set these out. This is inspired by the beautiful Memories fabric, and it's just great low volumes here in a neutral setting. Some of them have a little bit something going on. You have those gorgeous bees, lots of fun stuff. Great pack of 12 fat quarters available for just $24.99. Our big news of the week is that we have our Nantucket Summer, and Nantucket Summer is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we have this great cheater panel, which I love, love, love. We have a great box kit. We're waiting on those collector tins. We still have some collector tins available, so that haven't been spoken for, so you'll want to make sure to get those. And then we had some camping fabric. We had some autumn fabric. We had some construction fabric, which we're all going to be posting to our page. Yeah. So, and how many fabrics are in the line? You know, that is a really, really, really great question, which I don't have the answer to. We did get the whole collection. I'll be posting that to the site, and so you'll be able to see, but we literally haven't even opened the boxes. We just peeked and saw that it was camping, and I had to show you some really amazing stuff. And it is the Dan DePaulo camping line from Clothworks, if you wanted to stock it a little bit before I post it. Yes, and always good to have a neutral bundle in the stash. So I look forward to be able to share a ton more with you next week. I would like to thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to spend time with us today. Until next time, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.